The Odyssey Project is a 32-week college credit humanities program developed for income-eligible adults who have limited to no access to a college education.
It actually started with an article that was in Harper's Magazine, probably 16, 17 years ago now, which was an excerpt from a book that Earl Shores had written that was called Riches for the Poor. So at Illinois Humanities, we became very interested in that idea and created the Odyssey Project. It was meant to reflect the kinds of humanities classes that people take at liberal arts college like University of Chicago.
In the Odyssey Project, students can explore 5 different subject areas: philosophy, literature, art history, U.S. history, including critical thinking and writing.
I feel quite passionate about the Odyssey Project, and I feel really fortunate to work with the students that we work with. They are a phenomenal group of scholars who really go out of their way to dedicate themselves to their own education.
Classes are offered at locations on Chicago's South Side, near North Side, downtown, and in Urbana-Champaign.
It's been almost 10 years. When I taught my first Odyssey course, I was in Urbana-Champaign. I was a professor there, teaching creative writing and literature, mostly creative writing, and I was invited to teach the course there. So it was a similar setup, working with adults in Champaign-Urbana, and I taught a literature class there that focused on Black arts movement. A few years later, there was a program that was launched here in Chicago for high school students. And so it was Odyssey for high school students, the first time ever. And I was invited to work in that program at Harlan High School.
Well, a few years ago, one of our directors of community affairs reached out or brought to the current president at the time this program. And because we are always, as a sorority and a foundation, geared and engaged in education for everyone, young and old. We're all about education, that this program seemed to fit in our programmatic thrust. And so a partnership was born. It was one of those that made sure that what we were saying is that the community could come and not only come and get an education, but free education. And so we were totally behind that, and all you needed was a space.
Local college and university professors teach at the Odyssey Project.
I think the reason it feels like this is what teaching is because these students are just so eager to learn. They're really eager to be here. They're not taking a class as a prerequisite, but they're here because they want to better themselves through education. And to be a part of that and to meet all of the different people who come to the Odyssey Project from all these various backgrounds and skill levels, it just is invigorating to me as a teacher.
It's important to everyone who attend to it because it gives you the opportunity to learn more and from people well knowledge from a professor from the university, in which these courses are completely free.
The faculty and students in the Odyssey Project come together as a community of adult learners and create a highly positive educational experience.
Not a lot of kids, especially like inner city kids, get that opportunity to learn and be taught by professionals.
A lot of people don't want to see you succeed as like a high school student. So to have that one person in your corner that's like, I want to see you succeed and I'm going to help you every step of the way, that's like a big thing for me personally, because a lot of people didn't want to see me succeed, but I'm here.
Working with the Odyssey students is incredibly satisfying because the students are choosing this, and so they bring both curiosity and really rich wealth of personal experience. So the classroom is very lively, and everything is driven by the students' interests and passion in pursuing their education, and it really is a joy to teach in this program.
You get more in depth, and it's personal. It's not like someone who is straight out of high school with little experience, just reading it to get a grade. You're with people who want to discuss what we're reading.
They really commit to it. They really know their own stake in it. And so it makes for a lot of electric conversations. And it's just, it is hard for me to completely put it into words, but I think that sense of ownership that students feel about being in the program, that begins from day one. And that's something that is essential to what happens.
Very proud to be one of the first, be a part of the first class. It's such a wonderful program, and the impact and the effect that it's had on me and other students in the class has just been astonishing.
When I come here, I feel like the teachers actually care, that they want to actually teach us about something. Like the professor, he actually sits there and he doesn't really have lecture. He makes it like kind of like a, how you say it, kind of like a debate that anyone could say anything, and that's what I like. It, like the class keeps on going. It's not regular classes like in high school, like how the teacher is constantly talking. Well, right now at the moment, like we have the chance to talk and like to communicate with others, and that's what I like about it.
As we build community together, I feel like we really work to transform one another. I don't think that it's the faculty who are just educating the students. It's the students who are educating all of us and engaged with all of us, and they are working to better the program, each and every one of them. And all of us, I hope, go back and transform other folks in our communities.
The Odyssey also offers classes in Spanish.
If you try to get into this course in Spanish, try it in English too, because if you can do it in Spanish, you can do it in English.
It might be more difficult for some than for others, but I think that if you come in with an open mind and willingness to learn and enthusiasm, you will succeed in this course.
It's just great. It's an opportunity. Cannot let it go. I wish I knew about it earlier.
Benefits for the students include course materials and on-site childcare.
Odyssey Project was a way for me to get my feet wet, going to classes 2 nights a week. They had childcare for my young son, which meant everything to me.
There's also the fact that the only thing that you owe when you leave the Odyssey Project is a debt of gratitude. Everything is covered. The tuition is covered, the textbooks are covered, the transportation is covered if you need that. If you need childcare, there are facilities available that provide that. There are even snacks while you're in class if you can't study when you're hungry. So everything that you could possibly need to be successful in the Odyssey Project is provided for you.
I don't want to look at it as just being free. It's a great opportunity. It's a chance for you to get back into the swing of getting acclimated to studying and to really getting focused on your next journey, which Odyssey, that's what Odyssey meant. We looked that up. So that was awesome. That's one of the things I wanted to get. And then as you become acclimated, you become very, you start to suck things in, and you get the news, you get the updates, you get the whole impartation of what school is all about again. And not just that, but the programs and the humanities and literary arts and some of the things that you've been out of school so long you just forgot about, but they all really make a well-rounded person. So that's some of the things I was very excited about getting.
Future Odyssey Project student, I would just say be open. Definitely be open. Be open to the project, be open to the classes, be open to the work, be open to coming, be open to the discussion, because that's the best part about the whole thing, the discussion. And, use your voice. Don't be scared.
Come on over, there's room at the table.
For more information on the Odyssey Project and how you can apply, you can visit their website at www.ilhumanities.org/Odyssey Project or contact an Illinois Humanities at 312-374-1550.
As soon as you arrive, you'll discover the things you have to offer in the conversation, and you'll also discover the things that you're curious about, and there's room. There's room.